Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here, back with some more Madden 21, and guess what we have? I found a roster with them all. It is the Justin Fields Bears rebuild. So this is going to take us to Madden 22, and we'll kind of see and flesh out how that is. But we're going to go with the rookies. I did find one that have, since this is the default roster mixed in with the 2021 class, we're going to have to make it to where there's award upgrades for the 2020 class and the 2021 class from there. But we have it. And now to get into this, Ryan Pace, just wow. What a draft class. This is why I'm excited about doing this franchise. We got Justin Fields at number 11. We have him. He's going to be starting. We might see if we can move Nick Foles, but who knows. Brought in Damien Williams from the Chiefs. He opted out last year. The draft pick of Khalil Herbert. We'll have to see what he turns into. He's only 20 years old. Anthony Miller's kind of on the bubble. What do we do here? Marquise Goodwin was brought in after opting out last year. Demir Bird. Drafted Daz Newsome out of North Carolina. Only 20 years old. Speed guy, so we'll have to see what's going on there. The emergence of Darnell Mooney. Tight end, Graham Komet and Holtz. Left tackle, Tevin Jenkins. And the cut of Jay Lena, who has just signed today with Washington. With Tevin Jenkins, that's a big one there with that draft pick. Be nice to get back James Daniels. Fetty slides into the right guard position. And Larry Borum, the rookie, is going to get the start at right tackle. Hicks here at left end or right end. Mario Edwards Jr. and Brown Nichols will see a little bit of sharing time with them. Mario Edwards was the big guy that was a shocker in that. I'm going to move because this should be out there. There was a couple things that they had to do to ensure the roster compliance to make the roster, and I've had to go through and kind of change some positions around. Eddie Goldman coming back after opting, and the rookie Kairis Tonga of BYU. Khalil Mack, of course, the ever dangerous. Roquan Smith, Dan Trevathan, and Joel Igbenoni. Or no. Igbeniwe. I just call him Iggy. That's the nickname of the team gives him. So Robert Quinn, Christian Jones, Jeremiah Tachu. Got some competition. See how Robert Quinn does come out and do. Desmond Trufant is technically the guy that's going to be the number one corner. And Jalen Johnson. We'll see what this one, as Fuller was cut and then signed by Broncos. Brought in Thomas Graham out of the draft. Eddie Jackson, of course. DeAndre Houston Carson. Deshaun Gibson re-signed. Deion Bush. We got Cairo Santo. And O'Donnell. One of the things with this, so we're going to be doing 12 minutes with a time acceleration. We do have some sliders. I am going with the Mat 10 sliders version 13. Scroll through them right quick. One thing I do want to do is give the CPU some punt accuracy, some field goal accuracy. I don't want to mess with that. Actually, we can mess with field goal power just a little bit for the CPU. Injuries, fatigue. All of these may seem high, but with the Mat 10 version 13 sliders, This actually, for example, the holding, I think it is, and the illegal contact and defensive pass interference, this actually affects the way the quarterback sees the defense for the AI and throws passes. So if the coverage is too tight and your defensive pass interference is at 50, the quarterback won't actually throw the football, which is weird. So even if the slider's there and there's no pass interference or anything like that, the animation it just doesn't trigger. Very strange and weird. League settings right quick as we go through. All Madden simulation. I do have coach firing on. We're going to make this a little risky for us. Injuries are, of course, on. We're going to have breakout scenarios and development trait regression, and we will play the breakout scenarios how they're designed to play. So if there's one for fields that we can't throw a pick, well, we'll play it as that. We'll just kind of not have to throw a pick. Quarter lengths are going to be 12 with minimum play clock time. It's going to run down to 15. We'll kind of see how that goes. And that we shouldn't be too bad. Everything else is manual. For the first one, I do have a draft class that we're going to test out for 2022. It's going to be a particularly interesting one. But we're going to make the playoffs. That's the goal. Make the playoffs here. Set the training. This is who we have. Darnell Mooney, Jalen Johnson, Justin Fields. Because we have 2 rookie classes in there, and I'd like to get Jalen Johnson up quicker. Darnell Mooney as well. And obviously Justin Fields. I think from here, we might also work on our line at some point. We do have that. So let's get into the game. The Lions, let's look through their roster right quick before we start this game. So Jared Goff being traded over. Stafford is over with the Rams now. You got Tim Boyle, DeAndre Swift, Jamal Williams, Marion Johnson, Nick Bodden, Bro Williams, Brashad Perryman, Greg Ward's in here, Geronimo Allison, Juan Russ St. Brown, TJ Hawkinson, Josh Hill, Taylor Decker, Jonah Jackson, Frank Ragnow, Joe Dahl, Denise Sewell, Romero. Wow. Romeo. Can't speak today. Okawara. Trey Flowers. Michael Brockers. Deshaun Hand. Camille Correa. Sean Dion Hamilton. Devil Hewitt's in here. Johnny Tavai. Alex Anzalone. Quentin Dunbar. Amani Awarie. Probably mispronouncing that. Jeff Okuda. Malik Hooker. Will Harris. Tracy Walker. Matthew Wright. And they have Drew Brees as a fail. So how they got players to retire in this roster is switch him over to punter. And for some reason, he's seen as a... That's crazy. And I can't team switch. They somehow saw him as a better punter. That's weird. Probably the throw power and stuff like that. I saw it. It's very weird that they would do this. I'm just going to say, okay, we're going to see Drew Brees punting now. That'll fix itself eventually. You know, Madden is going to Madden, and we're just going to let it Madden. All right? We're just going to let Madden do Madden. We're going to come out with color rushes. And mind you, this is next gen PS5, so.
From Ford Field in Detroit. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Justin Fields played decent during the preseason. He's going to get the start. His first NFL game.
It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears.
Now, I would say this is probably an easier matchup than most for your first game.
Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup between the
All right, Newsom's going to take this.
and the Detroit Lions.
Oh, this is much better. I tried to start this franchise without sliders, and geez, it feels much better with sliders.
Opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
All right, Fields.
What I'm looking for from him today, the things
Fields was the second best rated quarterback in the draft, according to the roster.
running it, handing it off,
Trevor Lawrence was 77 overall, so
is exhibiting some leadership. That's what he's trying
especially trying to see him
And he'll get
succeed.
this one up to the 26.
Trey Lance is 72 as well, I think.
Game, and it's second down.
But I think he will start behind. Well, he'll be behind.
At the 26-yard line.
I saw that late.
That one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that
Flat route, but Darnell Mooney has it.
won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later rounds, in the middle rounds of this draft, that's when your scouting comes to the front. You have to hit on those selections.
Anthony Miller checks in left side. Cole Kmet, tight end.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
We're going to give it to Cole Kmet there.
That complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pick.
Well, they
And
were
we're going to emphasize the run game a bit, too.
But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward.
Ooh, this feels much better.
Bread and butter, it's a good running back dive play.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Darnell Mooney able to make a play in the football there.
First down here at about the 40.
A gain of 7.
An effective 7-yard third down.
Montgomery's going to check in here.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup. And it gives
Ooh,
him
Allen Robinson one-on-one on the outside.
At the 34-yard line.
Throw it away.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw.
Ooh, that was
Quarterback's got to get
some space we had to fit it in, but
fall back on anymore. Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
that's in there. Santos.
Bears 3.
Bears finally have a kicker after Parkey.
A lot of thought goes into that first drive.
I think last year, real life, he was like 23 or 24.
Is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first.
All right,
drive
this
of the
defense.
regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
I love this guy's makeup. He is not afraid to fail. He attacks on just about every snap. Wants to throw the football downfield.
One person we did miss last year was Eddie Goldman.
But bottom line, he must put a lot of pressure on the defense.
And Quinn with some penetration in there, and of course, Akeem Hicks doing Akeem Hicks things.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard
Now a carry for
On the outside, and Dan Trevathan with the face mask there.
by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
And if we have issues with any of the sliders, we'll change them.
That would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're
But I'm going to be playing more on the line
having to wonder
in this
whether it's a
franchise.
12-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see
Mac with the pressure.
On first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
so much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place
Goldman
for that
can't
one.
get off of it.
It sails
We
incomplete.
quickly get there.
Quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
That's complete to
And that's easily read by Khalil Mack.
This one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play.
This feels
Gonna bring up a 4th down.
crazy good right now.
The athleticism we see from these guys on the field, how about the intelligence?
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt return,
I forgot it's Drew Brees. It's not going to go that far.
it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep...
And Miller dropping the football.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
Out of the gun.
Tariq Cohen going nowhere. Stopped in the backfield.
The Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Nowhere to go with the football. Maybe Tariq Cohen's open, but not enough room. It's Hamilton coming in from that off-ball linebacker spot.
Just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there, and that's exactly what happened on that play.
Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Block in the back. Holding.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he's going to get this.
And it's
one.
Graham in coverage, the rookie. Playing in the slot right now.
Off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now it's Swift.
Swift with the move on Eddie Jackson, but
5 before being tackled. First down.
Jalen's there.
Pick up a 13.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus,
We're sending the house, and that is thrown. Overthrown. Jared Goff felt the pressure.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Complete. It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll run here with Swift. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear
This,
territory.
this secondary is all over the place right now.
3rd and 4.
49-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff.
And that's just thrown away.
And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The drive starts.
A little dangerous throw. I didn't see Anzalone there, but
Gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop
that's
it,
Tariq Cohen.
occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's taken down
Good
at the
run there.
43, but not before picking up the first. They'll get a couple yards on that.
A little razzle-dazzle RPO.
Fresh set of downs. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
Middle field's closed.
The next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter.
And that is inaccurate. Pressure off his left side there.
Trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 3rd down.
We could not get the ball to Anthony Miller.
My scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage.
Cole Kmet.
Zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And again, Trevathan with a face mask.
And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position.
Put his hands up in his face again.
Cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On 1st down, it's gone. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
At the 46-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
That's a lot of traffic out there.
He's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes.
Hawkinson has some good boxing out moves there.
5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
I think it's
We'll see
okay
Tonga come in.
on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve.
Oh, and no one picks up Hawkinson.
Now you can spot.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson.
Broken coverage.
And the Lions have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The
Broken
Cowboys
coverage.
They will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And we remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. Flushed out right.
And that's a catch by Anthony Miller.
And Anthony Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not
On the move. That's something.
midfield.
That is a spark we needed there,
It's a first
Fields.
down. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And he's going to be hit and taken down.
Pressure
Back right around the
all over the place.
40-yard line.
I almost did it to the wrong receiver. Good thing I was able to pump fake that.
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very
And that is Tariq Cohen on Alex Anzalone. He's not able to keep up with that speed.
Conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
The outside, and Miller has some space. First down.
Inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, we've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get him the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game. Flush to his right. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen.
Dumped off to Cohen.
Down to the 7. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
Looking at the defense.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Allen Robinson just had to win off the line. He did. There was pressure coming from the outside. It was a blitz. They thought it was going to Cohen.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have...
Cairo Santos lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive
We've
line,
played some good defense against the run.
game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan.
And a big hit there by Roquan.
Mix things up a little bit.
Greg Warden's not getting on the outside. That's for sure.
But always let the defense believe that he's still a
I was
threat.
going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's
Coverage
taken
against
down,
Graham.
but able to slip across
Remember,
the 35.
the Lions did lose Kenny Galladay. They're trying to replace that right now.
Going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Goff. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
It's funny, partner, you often hear how tough it is for a rookie receiver to adjust to the NFL. I think the same is true for tight ends. You're asking them to do a lot in the NFL game.
I think he's short.
Blocking that many of them didn't have to
Oh,
do
he
in
did get
college.
it.
TJ Hawkinson, he was a number 8 overall pick in 2019 and had a good rookie season with
Making
32
Jared
touchdowns.
Goff look like a monster right now.
Go way up as he gets more
Oh, what a move out there by Williams.
first down.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good
Tyrell
yardage
Williams.
catch as that play good for
Pretty good
30
route
on
runner.
first.
It showed there.
Running is Swift.
And there is
And
Hicks.
able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. 3 yards on that last carry.
Number 2, baby.
2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it.
Good coverage by Graham there.
Defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's got a man. It's Williams. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the gun. Goff.
All the pressure in the world. Finally off the backside, it's there, and it's going to be a roughing the passer.
But the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Dumb play there.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside...
And that is a touchdown.
He's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. Tyrell Williams there to make the grab. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of it.
Somebody need a good return.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right
Oh,
at
good.
the 20. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this 1st half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little
Tariq Cohen's there.
going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
It's 2nd down.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
There's a 1st down there. Can we get in field goal range?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
We can.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first...
So that's not fixed, so we're just going to skip the halftime stuff. No, since that's not fixed. I don't want to blind you guys. Some stadiums, it's cool, like seeing the inverse, saying Atlanta's cool, but...
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the
no pressure on Jared Goff today.
People were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter.
Oh, look at him breaking a tackle!
He's gonna go. They're not gonna get him. 20.
Ward!
Touchdown.
Showing it!
Greg Ward. 75.
Showing why he came over from Philly and being their #1 receiver.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there.
Greg
No
Ward.
substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And able to get this out to the 25.
All right.
Here comes
The rookie.
general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And there is Monty with his third carry of the day.
Some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play.
And there's Montgomery again.
They have up their sleeve, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for
There's
most
Cohen.
yards by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control the game with his running.
Again, it's Cohen. And a pretty good run as he'll get
Bears really missed Tariq Cohen after the ACL tear in week 4 last year.
pick up, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's
Herbert, the rookie's going to check in.
They'll roll him out
He
right.
misses
His throw's gonna be
Allen Robinson there.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
The short one to Cole Kmet.
To his tight end, Kmet.
Saw the blitz, threw it right behind it.
With a 3rd and 2 coming up, they got 8 yards there. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Montgomery back to the ground.
But he's going to be stopped. Come on, Monty.
As they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th.
And Montgomery is off to the races. Let's go.
Chicago. David Montgomery, 30 yards. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And that's picked off.
This is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
He's open. Fields just missed it.
When it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend
Not counted as a
situations. In
pick,
this case,
though.
this one was intercepted.
Is Wilson looking decent in New York? Beating Buffalo.
About 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Mainly because they've held Diggs to no yards.
Ready to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. Let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
Khalil Mack, there's the hit. And jarred out by the rookie, Graham.
Mind you, that's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the
Khalil Mack.
Let's see how they adjust.
He's putting pressure. He's playing well.
On 2nd and 10, Goff.
And that's dropped by Sean Perryman.
We know it's not an easy job to go
Perryman's had some issues with that.
the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass.
Reason why he's been on, what, 2 or 3 teams?
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by
A little bit too far ahead of Darnell Mooney.
turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
A little bit too far.
QB gets his first touchdown pass. That's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception. That's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go
Going nowhere.
right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows.
There's Mac. Able to grab his arm.
Gets it up only to about the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
He's got to dump it off there, and Eddie Goldman. Trevathan's there. Pressure from Hicks. Up the middle. Forcing the throw.
4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And
Really,
it's
game?
a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And what a golden break here. This ball is going to be touchdown, but just outside of the red zone. Here's the Chicago offense coming.
I wish I could change this, but I really can't.
Following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
Hopefully next week they fix it.
Coach, right now, he always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Be up in the pocket, looking. He's going to go out of bounds here.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
With a little read option.
Every time a rookie quarterback gets the
Little
start,
razzle dazzle.
you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football.
And Fields is going to go into the end zone. Let's go.
Touchdown, Bears. It's their quarterback making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Because Drew Brees is punting.
Touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know
Funny part is when I went through the rosters,
Russell Wilson or
that-
Josh Allen at this stage of his career.
they didn't have Brees. So for some reason,
Those young legs, he put them to good
I
use.
thought about I got to make sure
Now after
that
the
Rivers
touchdown,
isn't in it.
Santos to kick this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Looks like there's strife in Green Bay. Still.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher
Swift stopped again.
jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Once again,
Now Swift, nothing but room. And the safety stop him there.
Before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff, that's complete to Ward. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 42.
Still have not sacked Goff.
On that one, it earns him a fresh set of downs.
The 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
There's Trevathan.
Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get
Goldman is there, and that is overthrown.
almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up and make it difficult for the runner.
We got some penetration with Eddie Goldman there.
They need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff.
That's over the middle, and that's Tyrell Williams.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line.
Yes, Tyrell Williams.
Conversion and even 20 yards. From the red zone now, Goff. And this is caught.
True font.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back now at Ford Field. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's
Swift making a move and gets to the 1.
the 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Eddie Goldman.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal.
I hit him.
That'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
I hit him.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll run with Swift.
And Swift is denied.
Going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams.
And Williams is in.
And he'll get into the end
Former
zone.
Packer.
Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
The Lions will set up for the 2.
They were able to stop him at the line on 1st.
Khalil Mack. There it is.
Go down, sacked back at the 13.
We sent
I think we can
the nickel corner there. And Graham forcing over to Mack.
make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin
All right,
for
Newsom.
error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some
X is the bottom button.
It's dangerous.
Ah, that's a wrong button push because of playing on the Xbox too much.
Instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
That's Cole Kmet.
Got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and
Who's that blitz?
Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
And Miller
Throwing on 1st down and completing it.
is going to beat Walker.
Chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field, but if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. The screen pass here to Cohen.
Cohen breaking the tackle and making it upfield.
Tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards.
Montgomery's going to check in now.
Up a second and just about a few inches here.
It'll be a pitch outside.
Right, this is
Montgomery has the edge.
and he'll go down at the 28.
He's got 1 yard. He's got the first down.
Just a yard, but it's It's a first down.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
And that's just over the head
Incomplete.
and over the hands of Tariq Cohen.
Backfield, but it's going to be second
Not an accurate throw there. That's Darnell Mooney, first down.
The slant route. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw.
Montgomery's going to check in. Little razzle-dazzle here with Fields.
I think he looks at it as, I can do it.
Montgomery, a little sidestep for the first down. And he is shaken up. So Damien Williams will check in now with some Tariq Cohen. Williams is going to come out first, though.
Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Sliding out.
Old Komet.
That is caught.
And in the end zone, what a move there. Exodus Jimmy Graham.
Bears touchdown. A 14
Showing some good route running there.
Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did.
No one's going to check in.
Sure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
They'll look to throw.
Tariq Cohen with a linebacker. He can make it to the sticks. Or at least to the goal line before the linebacker can.
Point lead. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Bruce Sternum. So he's going to be out the rest of the game. We're going to see Williams in our normal running packages. We're going to see Tariq Cohen out there a lot more.
This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Only a 7-point game here.
Getting back out with his Detroit teammates. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to
And it's Greg Ward.
So you change what you do across the defensive front.
Graham in coverage there, but
Back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Hicks there forces the errant throw.
But this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up.
Still no sacks on Jared Goff. Mack almost had one, and that's overthrown, intended for Ward.
But it's incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Goff.
That's thrown out of bounds.
That will be incomplete.
Maybe he had Ward there, maybe he didn't.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 49.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the
We're gonna
lead,
run the football
obviously,
anyway.
in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps.
Damien Williams, his first carry since not playing for a year.
In order to close out the game, don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
And that's going to be caught.
Right side and complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Fields, that was a great throw there.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his
Allen Robinson, first down.
That's Robinson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st. First down, a run with Cohen. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
The quarterback on the scramble.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
It's going to be a flag.
But there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call
Holding.
on third down.
They should decline that.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Makes the score Bears 37.
So that's
Yeah, and
Charles makes it a 2-score game, his third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Now Goff on first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson.
Is that a bounce?
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Clock management, definitely critical.
Oops, this is not what I wanted.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Got his man, that's Trevor Williams. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Swift. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there. First down.
Happy for the Detroit Lions to get DeAndre Swift in the 2nd round. Felt bad for the young man because I thought he was the best running back in the draft, and he lasted until the 2nd round. What's happened for him? Running backs, I hate to use the word devalued, but people aren't going to take them quite as high right now, and he's in that cycle. But I think the Lions really benefit.
I destroyed Jared Goff again.
Burst, run with power, and he can catch the ball out of the backfield.
I destroyed Jared Goff there.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Oh, that's a good move by Greg Ward. He's out here balling today. Swift. Gonna sneak through there is Khalil Mack.
Get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2nd down and goal. Goff. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Good coverage.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss. And
Well, we're going to send the nickel.
Now it's gone.
Ooh, and that's a good pass.
Touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side. Get that high.
Justin Fields get his first win of his NFL career.
Get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Williams is going to check in.
It's ready to take over again. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Williams. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run.
Oh, and off the backside, Anzalone.
He stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. And the Lions quickly now.
I did not expect Alex Anzalone to come around the corner like that.
And talk over what to do next. O'Donnell, he's on the punt as he gets this one away.
Okay, so he's got to prevent Greg Ward from going ham on us.
So Jared Goff in the offense. Down by a field goal. Less than 90 seconds to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37.
And that is almost a sack.
Throw deep downfield. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Goff now to throw. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And Hawkinson comes back.
He's got Hawkinson, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple.
And that's picked off by Jalen Johnson.
Intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Jalen Johnson.
Let's go. And that will be your ball game. Goff with the pressure on him. And Jalen is able to keep his feet in bounds. Goff trying to make a play and just... That's a 50-50 ball right there. What?
The Bears offense ready to go.
I guess I gotta do this.
And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Can't find the kneel.
Up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.
Let's get a shot of Justin Fields. Thumbnail. Him throwing the ball. There you go. That's a good one. Good one for him. Just look at the stats here. 387 for Goff. It was mostly Ward that carved us up. We had 4 touchdowns, interception. We had 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Swift had 63 yards. Montgomery, that one long scamper that was about 20 or 30 yards. He had 71 before he went down. Touchdowns by Fields and Jamal Williams. Greg Ward, $179. Hawkinson, 110 and 2 touchdowns. Trevor Williams had a touchdown, and Allen Robinson did as well. Remember that Jimmy Graham had that 1 catch for that. Neville Hewitt with 13 tackles, Trevathan with 11, and Thomas Graham, the rookie, comes in with 10 sacks. Jeff Okudah has 1.5. John Deon Hamilton has 1, and Levi Almazurki, I'm mispronouncing that. Jalen Johnson and Tracy Walker have those. So let's see if they do in fact unscrew their punter issue. I'm hoping they will. Not, we might have to do some finicky stuff to get them to do it. Ooh, short route 4 to Darnell Mooney. Jalen Johnson out doing work. Man coverage. Okay. So we have the Giants. Got a breakout player. Let's make sure that the Lions did this. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do some janky things. Okay, so they finally did it. I'm going to make sure there's nothing crazy like that happening else. I don't think there was. I think it's just a freak thing of that happening. Yeah. Kind of weird. Alright, guys. So the Giants, they made some big changes, trying to put some talent around Daniel Jones in his, but would technically be his second year. We'll see what he can do here. Saquon, Traquan Mazzell, Roosevelt Nix. They added Kenny Galladay, coming over from the Lions on a 1-year deal, I believe it was. Sterling Shepard, Darius Slayton, John Ross. They drafted Kadarius Toney. They had Evan Ingram. They added Kyle Rudolph, Caden Smith, Andrew Thomas, Will Hernandez, Nick Gates, Lane Taylor, Riley Reif. They also brought over Dexter Lawrence, BJ Hill's in here, Leonard Williams, Danny Shelton, Lorenzo Carter, Aziz Alajari, which I think he'll be starting soon. Blake Martinez, Reggie Ragland, James Bradbury. They brought in Adoree Jackson, drafted Aaron Robinson, Renee Holmes last year. Logan Ryan, Xavier McKinney last year. They drafted him. Jabril Peppers, Julian Love, Graham Gano, Jordan Berry. I mean, this is a team that is surrounding talent around Daniel Jones and saying, you're the guy, now perform. We'll see what we can do, but Saquon is going to be the issue. Now, we have a breakout player chance for Anthony Miller. We'll have to see how he plays. I'm liking Darnell Mooney, but maybe we do move Anthony Miller if he gets this as well. It'll be a more valuable piece. We can maybe sell him for higher than he's actually worth. See if we can swindle a team. So thank you all for joining me, guys. Don't forget to leave a like below, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Later.